Well, if you have a tractor and you're landscaping, you can do a better job because you can till deeper, you can move dirt easier and faster. And so every one of them things make the job better. And faster means you're making more money because you can do 2 yards instead of one. You make twice the money. Georgine would be my secretary, and she answers the phone and she raises the kids. We have 5 little kids. And she babysits on the side. So she would always, through friendships and passing the word around, she would get a couple of kids to babysit while she took care of her kids. And so that worked out real good. That babysitting money was handy. And I would just keep landscaping, and my landscaping would double every year. Just imagine. Every person would refer somebody, and then another person would be referring somebody. And it actually kept doubling without any advertisement. And it allowed me to expand slowly and affordable because I would add tractors to that. And then I could work more efficiently. And so one tractor could do one thing better than the other tractor. And the other tractor would handle that part of it easier. And I want to kind of like, when I got through working at this mobile lift as a machinist, I was always looking for a better job because I still could handle landscaping and a full-time job. So I always wanted to work at Tektronix because at that time, in the late 60s, 70s, and like in the 80s, the industry was going electronics. Motorola, Hewlett Packard, Tektronix, those guys were getting down to they were making electronics and computers, Apple. And that was when I was working at Tektronix. And I worked at Tektronix. I got in the door knowing machine shop work. And at Tektronix, you had to be kind of a specialist at machine shop work because it's strictly tooling to make the product that they're selling. So you have to make the machine and the tools to make that part that fits in the oscilloscopes. And so I got my job there, and I only worked there like 6 months, and I was assistant boss. Another 6 months, I was the manager for the department. And then I just kept going up because I was a worker. I was interested in making that company money. I always told all my employees, you have to make the company money or you can't be kept. You aren't earning your way. And that's all you have to do. And that they recognize that, and you just get promoted. I had 3 shifts working for me, and I was high as I could go without high school education. There's the only place I could say that I needed, it could really made a difference, but I made up for it. I didn't care. I went into business for myself. When I got to the point where I wasn't going anymore up the ladder at Tektronix, I chose to expand my landscaping company. And I called it Leonard Bernhardt Landscaping. I was simple. I didn't have any dreams. I didn't use any logos or nothing. I just did my job right. That's, and it worked. And so in 8 years, I left Tektronix. When I left Tektronix, I admired the guy that started it so much that I wrote him a letter telling him how much I appreciated working for him for 8 years, learning how to manage people, how to motivate people to do their job and to keep them happy and keep them producing instead of finding a place to hide. And I wrote him a letter thanking him for his service, and that I am going to build my company to follow his philosophy. And his philosophy was not to pay big wages, but pay more benefits and pay bonuses, which puts you right up on top and makes you feel like you got paid for working better. And so to this day, our company, I don't run it, I don't own it, I don't have a thing to, I just live by it, and my son still does that. And it works. He got a bunch of good guys out there. They take care of things, they look out for the company, and they work hard. Win-win.